Let's be realistic. For those who have more money, it's easier for them to make even more money, unless you make a big financial blur. But if that doesn't happen, it is much easier for those who have thousands of dollars to keep making more thousands or even millions. On the other hand, for the ones who have less money, the game is the opposite. Who has more money gets richer, who has less money gets poorer. Now that's where things get interesting. Just give me a minute to explain it correctly. The richest only get richer until a certain point, because there comes a time when, the more you have, the more chance you'll stay poor again. In the world, there's a certain regulation of things. Imagine if one company grows indefinitely. For example, Microsoft's net worth is $61 billion. Do you think that's possible for Microsoft to hit $1 trillion? Is it possible for Microsoft to hit $1 quadrillion? It's hard to imagine these types of numbers because there's a certain time when the company starts to get so big, so huge, that the business will be so big, so huge, that it can't change the direction anymore. So the company hits. In our lives, this happens as well, through generations. When you build heritage, it's because you learned to build it and you felt the pain of building heritage, which makes you worthy of that heritage. And is very difficult for us to create a next generation that didn't have the inconveniences that we had to manage all this. So we start to get into the regulation that the more expensive something is, the more prone this is to get cheap, and vice versa. This means that the money can't concentrate more and more. It comes a time when it dissipates. This is the process of how the inflations happen. So, how can you protect from inflation? Diversification. Don't be seeking investments linked to inflation, even because most of them are marked to market, i.e., they change from price. So, the only way to protect yourself from inflation is to diversify. Many people ask for the secret of investing in the financial market. And if there was a secret to investing, everyone would be doing it, which means that soon it would no longer be a secret. The truth is that there's a secret. The problem is that most people can't do it because people just don't do it. For example, everyone knows how to get fit. Just eat less and work out more. It is obvious, but just because it's obvious doesn't mean that everyone will do it. And diversification works like that as well. On the other hand, there are people who search for the lifetime gold investment. There's no such thing. And if there is, if you diversify, you'll take profits from that lifetime investment because you invested in everything. You don't need to know which investment will explode. You just need to have some, and one of those will. If one or two of those investments takes off, the amount of profits you can take from it can be insanely huge. I really like diversification, and one thing people don't understand is that the stock exchange is formed by market leaders. Market leaders have passed through power. So, if you have a relevant part of your heritage in the stock exchange, makes you exposed to an economy with the ability to pass on prices. If you don't know what is price pass-through, I'll link a video in the description that I explained what is this concept, and this is the secret. Just like we need a colorful lunch to be healthy, we need a colorful portfolio to be wealthy. If you think this video added value to your life, make sure that you are a part of the Wealthy Zone community by clicking the subscribe button and drop that gold like for the algorithm. Goodbye.